Hello wrestling fans, Joe Wheeler here coming to you on location from beautiful Asheville, North Carolina, overlooking beautiful Beaver Lake. Fans, we got so much in the program today. A lot of things going on in Southern States Wrestling. We're talking about June the 16th. Demolition Axe is coming in to challenge SSW Heavyweight Champion Frank the Tank Parker. Plus, we've got a huge 8-team tag team tournament to crown new Southern States Wrestling Tag Team Champions. So that's going to be a huge event unto itself, the Tag Team Championship. We're going to be taking a look in this program at some of the teams that are involved in this 8-team tournament. We've got teams coming in from 5 different states. The Death Riders were one of the original Southern States Wrestling Tag Team Champions. They're going to be in the tournament. We're going to take a look at the Christian Brothers versus the Death Riders in a classic clip in this program. Fans, so much going on, plus more information about Demolition Axe coming in to take on Frank the Tank Parker, all in this episode.
The head. Right there's an elbow. And I tell you what, Danny Christian got the equalizer in a hard way to go. Chick White comes over, right hand to the head, stops Danny. Danny was going to drop that leg in the midsection. Now you see the equalizer putting the foot across the throat of Danny Christian. Bam Bam Christian's been thrown outside, and Chick White follows him out. Boy, it's hard to call this match because you got all 4 men going at it everywhere. The equalizer and Danny Christian's in the ring. Equalizer throws him off, gives him a good clothesline across the chest. Equalizer goes again with the foot across the throat. Of course, no time limit, no disqualification. It's a straight fight. Anything goes. We turn our attention to Bam Bam and Chick White. Bam Bam eating Chick White up outside the ring, throwing those right hands to the head. Bam Bam body slam, really a side body block, I'll call it, on Chick White, but Chick White kicked out. Chick White now is using the head to Danny. Now it's the equalizer and Bam Bam Christian, and equalizer running those eyes across the ropes. The midsection, and I tell you, that'll slow anybody down. Bam Bam has turned his attention to one Chick White. The equalizer has turned his attention to Danny Christian. Now, the equalizer has turned his attention to Bam Bam. Shoots him in. Clothesline across the chest. The equalizer wanting this match over with. Look, he's going to the throat. The foot across the throat. And referee Tony Richardson got a 2 count. Mean Gene said no. That's enough, referee. Now it's Chick White and Danny Christensen. Or Danny Christian. I get confused, boy, trying to call.
The tag as that allows Equalizer and Ray Idol to continue as Equalizer caught him with that back elbow. I tell you, the Death Riders really taking a veteran advantage here of Overbay and Idol as they're able to control this contest.
You're exactly right, Joe. They're taking advantage of the inexperience of Ray Idol and Brian Overbay, and they're taking it right to them. Chick White now shoots Idol across the ring, goes for a big backdrop. He gets it. I'll tell you, Joe, it's going to be a long night, and Chick White starting to put the boots to Ray Idol, and now the fist to the back of the head of Ray Idol.
Tennessee Equalizer and Chick White, the Death Riders, controlling this matchup, at least at this point in time, as Chick has got a camel clutch type maneuver on Ray Idol at this point in the contest. Brian Overbay now rallying the crowd here in Kingsport, Tennessee, here at the Civic Auditorium to get behind the current SSW TV champion Ray Idol. Idol now making his way back up. What is he going to try to do here? He's made his way back up to his feet. Oh, he was able to slip out of there as Chick White, though, right back on him, Mike.
I'll tell you what, Chick White with those rights to the forehead, he makes a tag. A Tennessee Equalizer comes inside, and now Chick White holding the man. He's got a 5 count, Joe, to let him go, and that's legal. Now the Tennessee equalizer going to the groin area, and I tell you what, he's right back on that leg.
The Death Riders certainly staying focused in their attack here. They've got Ray Idol down. They've got him grounded. They're staying focused on the leg of Ray Idol. Very sound strategy, no question about it, trying to ground this powerful young competitor.
And from the last few minutes, they have got this pair grounded. Ray Idol and Brian Overbays in a little bit of trouble right here, but Joe, they're very tough competitors. Never count them out because they'll come back.
All right, wrestling fans, coming up on Saturday night, June the 16th, big night of wrestling action coming back to the Armory in Mount Carmel, Tennessee. 8-man tag team tournament. We'll see the crowning of new tag team champions. The titles that Scott Sterling, the man to my right, has held many times. Titles that span 2 decades in the Mountain Empire. Scott Sterling will be teaming with Frank the Tank Parker that night.
There are 4 important facts you need to consider. The first thing is the last Southern States Wrestling Tag Team Champions, I managed them, and they screwed up because of Steve Flynn. The second thing is the 2 men that have held this championship the longest are Scott Sterling and Frank Parker. And finally, they're teaming with each other. And with the greatest mind in professional wrestling, and there every other 7 teams in that tournament's going down. You see, the Southern States title belongs to me, the Tennessee title belongs to me, and the tag team championships belong to me. No matter what Steve Flynn tried to do to screw me out of them, the titles were coming to Frank Parker and Scott Sterling. And then, Matt Rhodes, we'll have everything. And what are you and Joe Wheeler and Bo James and Matt McMurray and everybody else at Kingsport, Mount Carmel, and the whole Mountain Empire, what are you going to do then? Who are you going to run to? Who are you going to run to save you then? Nobody. Because the big business army is going to run everything in Southern States Wrestling because we're the best there is.
It's a big night of action. Saturday night, June the 16th, the crown new Southern States Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Hello everybody, it's your old friend here, Handsome Bo James. Some people like to call me the King of Kingsport, and I'm here to tell you, it's finally here. Do you want to be a wrestler, kid? My first full-length book, 348 pages, never publicly told stories, rare photos, a history lesson of pro wrestling in East Tennessee. How I got my career started as a promoter at the age of 14 years old. How my in-ring career started at 15 years old. Stories of being so blessed and getting to work and compete with people like the Russian Bear Ivan Koloff, the Mongolian Stomper, Izzy Slapowitz, Nature Boy Buddy Landell, Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, Ricky Morton, and a whole lot more. Let's not forget about those practical jokes that wrestlers like to pull on one another, a whole chapter dedicated to that. Tributes to many of my fallen heroes turned friends like Wahoo McDaniel, Road Warrior Hawk, Sherry Martell, Billy Joe Travis, Moondog Spot, and a whole lot more. Buy your copy today, kingofkingsport.com. Each book comes with signed pictures of not only myself, but my beautiful wife, Misty James, and a DVD with never-before-seen matches, interviews, and special insight from me that follows the book. Do you want to be a wrestler, kid? Available now, kingofkingsport.com.
With the economy changing almost daily and not always for the best, let Hassie'sKitchenTable.com keep your food budget under control. Leave the work up to us as we find inexpensive recipes, cooking, and shopping tips. You will soon have all the tips, ideas, recipes you need to feed your family well on a budget and have fun while doing it.
Are you with a civic or charitable organization? You want to have a fantastic, fun-filled fundraiser? You need to contact us here with Southern States Wrestling at the address on your screen at sswking@aol.com. Wrestling fans, we'll bring you a fun-filled family night of action-packed entertainment as only Southern States Wrestling can provide. Southern States Wrestling prides itself on being family-oriented wrestling action, so you can bring everybody from the 5-year-old grandchildren right up to the 88-year-old grandmothers, because it's family safe, family fun, and as only Southern States Wrestling can provide. Once again, contact us at sswking@aol.com. Also, wrestling fans, want to let you know the big event coming up on June the 16th with Demolition Axe. Tickets go on sale this Friday at kingofkingsport.com. Golden Circle tickets go on sale this Friday, kingofkingsport.com. Check it out. You can order them right through PayPal right there at King of Kingsport. You want to get your tickets now for June the 16th. Demolition Axe coming in to take on Frank the Tank Parker, plus the huge 8-team tag team tournament, all on June the 16th. You want to be sure to join us. Tickets go on sale this Friday, King. Wrestling fans, mark it on your calendar. Sunday, July the 15th. Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, returns to Kingsport, Tennessee for the first time in nearly 15 years. He will be part of WrestleFest 2012. It'll be at Mount Carmel Armory. Fans, you don't want to miss this. Go ahead and mark it on your calendar right now, July the 15th. It's on a Sunday, the last Sunday of Fun Fest. You want to be sure to join us for WrestleFest 2012 with the Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin, coming to Kingsport.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, joined by Ray Idol and Steve Flynn. We took a look back at their career here in Southern States Wrestling, and coming up on Saturday night, June the 16th, the 8 tag team tournament, which will feature 8 of the top tag teams in the United States in Mount Carmel to crown new Southern States tag team champions. It's been announced that Ray Idol and Steve Flynn will be a tag team in that tournament, right?
You know, for once, I believe we're going to do one thing, and that's take the titles, and that will shut James McHone up. You know, he's happy when he's got all the gold. He's happy running his mouth. On that night, both of us will stick our fists down his throat and take what's most precious to him. That's those tag team titles.
Steve Flynn, that's some big remarks from Ray Idol.
6 different people I've held these belts with. 6 different people. It's going to be number 7 with the big man right here. We're going to shut James McHone up for good. One more thing. If you ever take a look at the Big Business Army, they're all shaped the same. Every one of them's got a big pot gut. They ain't the athletes that the 2 of us are. We're walking out with the gold that night.
Steve Flynn, Ray Idol, promising to capture Southern States Wrestling Tag Team Gold on Saturday night, June the 16th at the Armory.
With the economy changing almost daily and not always for the best, let Hassie'sKitchenTable.com keep your food budget under control. Leave the work up to us as we find inexpensive recipes, cooking, and shopping tips. You will soon have all the tips, ideas, recipes you need to feed your family well on a budget and have fun while doing it.
Fans of the Mountain Empire, if you're looking for a great and exciting new way to bring funds into your nonprofit, the way to do it is with a great wrestling card of Southern States Wrestling. We're going to give you the money the night that we collect it right there in your hometown. That way you don't have to wait weeks and weeks on the proceeds to come in. Joe Wheeler, it's a great way to raise funds.
No doubt about that, Michael Sutherland. Great way to get a bunch of folks together, have a good time, enjoy a fun-filled family night with Southern States Wrestling. Wrestling action that you can bring the 5-year-old children right on up to the 88-year-old grandmothers too, because it's family-friendly, family fun, as only Southern States Wrestling can do. If you own a business in the Tri-Cities, we do have advertising space available right here on the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour, seen on the CW Tri-Cities 4 and across the world on Facebook and Blip TV. Contact us at the address on your screen, sswking@aol.com for more information.
SSW Fundraising Events, we're going to meet your needs.
Fans, one of the top tag teams without question in the big tag team tournament coming up is got to be Bo James and Josh Crawford. Though they have held tag team titles before in other promotions, they haven't held the Southern States Wrestling Tag Team Championships. But that could change coming up with the big tournament. Let's go right now and take a look at Bo James, Josh Crawford, and superstar Bill Dundee taking on the Illuminati in some special footage. It's a Davey versus Goliath setup here, Matt Rhodes, but don't think Superstar can't chop down the big Chris Richards.
Oh, it's like the first time Dundee has faced off against a man of bigger stature since coming to America in 1974. Dundee's a tough man. Look at that right hand. Hey, he's been around for a long time, but you know what? He can still throw the right hand with the best of them. And trust me, I've been on the receiving end of one, and it don't feel good. It'll chop any big man down in a hurry, Dylan.
Superstar Bill Dundee isn't called the superstar for no apparent reason. He can get in there and he can go. They said these things about him that the Illuminati said for the past 20 years, and it ain't stopped him yet. And the Illuminati said some pretty awful things about Bill Dundee, but that's done nothing but, quite frankly, piss him off.
Oh, Dundee, look at him going here.
Crisscross, Gibbons, he was crossing the ropes, and Dundee had stepped out. He thought Dundee was still going in the crisscross pattern, and he was looking to catch him with one, but Dundee had outsmarted him. Double leg pickup right there as Dundee has Gibbons in trouble here in a make-a-wish position as the superstar caught him right there. I mean, this is no disqualification, no count out. Pretty much anything goes in this six-man tag team war as Bill Dundee winding up on the arm of Tony Gibbons as Gibbons is rocking and reeling back in the corner as Dundee is standing tall, Matt Rhodes.
I apologize for cutting you off, Joe, a second ago, but I was just amazed at the quickness of Dundee, the way he took off of those ropes. Dundee's had knee surgery. This is only his third time in a pair of wrestling tights since having knee surgery late last year. We got to wonder the condition of Dundee. It's no secret that he's had surgery, and the Illuminati, I'm sure, knows that. But right now, Dundee is going to stretch Tony Gibbons out.
Dundee bending the arm of Tony Gibbons back. Now he's got him in a pinning predicament. Tony Gibbons has said, he's went on record as saying he will be the man standing tall as the match is over, and he will be the next superstar. Bill Dundee ain't going to give that moniker up no easily. Bill Dundee ain't going to sit here and lay down for Tony Gibbons.
Well, no doubt about that. As the tag's been made now. Talk about old friends, old enemies. And no doubt about it, these guys, what a storied history, what a storied past between Ricky Harrison and Bo James as they've locked up collar and elbow. And Harrison with a hard right hand to the top of the head. And now takes Bo James out. Irish whip got reversed right there into the corner. And Bo catches him with a big hip toss right there as Harrison now reeling back into the corner. But Bo's giving him no break whatsoever. Moving right in on him. Going to work right on that arm of rock and roll Ricky Harrison as Harrison now reverses the situation. And Bo grabs him a handful of beard. And I tell you what, if anything will bring out the meanness of the old Bo James, I would think Ricky Harrison would do it, Matt Rhodes.
Oh, man, right there you're seeing a handful of facial hair in Ricky Harrison. And when he come out of the corner a minute ago, Bo James launched him like he was being shot out of a cannon. And I think Ricky Harrison is in shock right now. He's not been in a ring in a long time. So you know ring rust is going to be a factor here. But you know a lot of hatred lie between these two men. And I agree with you 100%, Joe Wheeler. Bo James, hey, he's one of the dirtiest players in the game, but he's going to step it up a notch, I believe, tonight.
Speaking of Bo James being one of the dirtiest players in the game, we know Dundee knows how to get down and fight. Bo's teaching Josh the tricks of the trade. We know the Illuminati, you know firsthand, the Illuminati knows how to get down and fight. I'm wondering how long, and it looks like it may be happening right now, it's going to take for this to break down into the brawl we all know it's going to break down into.
Oh, it's a matter of time. Big high backdrop right there by Bo James on rock and roll Ricky Harrison. And Bo going right to the facial features again, ripping at the face and eyes, makes the tag. Here comes the superstar, Bill Dundee. Double arm ringer there on Harrison, winding him up, and a big double punch takes him out. Great tag team work right there by Dundee and Bo James as the superstar, Bill Dundee, brings Harrison back up to a vertical base, and he's biting the hand. He's got him in a wrist lock, but he was biting the fingers and hand as well. Tag's made. Here comes Josh Crawford in with a big double axe handle across the arm as the tandem of Crawford, Dundee, and James working well in unison. But Harrison gone to the eyes now. Crawford, Irish whip got reversed right there as Crawford catches this man with a nice arm drag takedown as Harrison finds himself.
The cunning Bill Dundee has been around a long time. And no doubt that's not the first time that's happened in his career. Chris Richards repeatedly stepping on Ricky Harrison, but Harrison quickly coming back. You got to admire his guts here as he gets on the offense on Josh Crawford. Here comes Dundee in the ring. They're going to distract Jake Booth for a moment, and that is not going to help out Josh Crawford at all. The referee turned his back momentarily, but Crawford back in control.
Josh Crawford right back in there with Tony Givens. You know, both men, look at the power in both men's faces. Look at the earning in both men's faces. They don't want to be on the losing end of this situation. That's just that pride in both of them. The bragging rights as Chris Richards stops him with the boot across the back. Tony Givens now, just right to the throat. Looks like he just put his hands right in the throat. Now Tony Givens taunting at the superstar and the king of Kingsport. Now both men trying to get in the ring. The referee going to distract him, allowing the Illuminati to take over.
The Illuminati there making an exchange. Big Chris Richards now with that leg right across the throat of Josh Crawford as he's choking him there, trying to take away the oxygen as Chris Richards is recovering now. Got a 2 count before Josh Crawford was able to kick out of that situation as the big man now bringing Crawford back up to his vertical base. Oh, and what a vicious double thrust right there to the throat. You could crush a man's windpipe with that maneuver, especially with the power that Richards brings behind it. As Chris Richards now with a cover and got a 2 count only before Crawford was able to kick out. So much on the line here, so much respect and bragging rights, if you will, in this matchup as Harrison's back in the ring working over Crawford. The Illuminati and Harrison seem to be working a little better as a tag team unit now, Matt.
Well, Josh Crawford, the man with the least experience of the other two on the apron, Dundee, 35-plus years, Bo James, 24 years, Crawford, less than 5 years, and that experience is going to come into play in this match. And right now you see the double team, no tag made. This is payback from earlier here. And Tony giving out Rob Knight and Draco the Slayer over here, and that scumbag. Neither one of those scumbags have a purpose in life. I've said that once, I'll say it again, but the purpose right now is breaking the rules and choking out Josh Crawford. And you got to wonder the condition of Josh at this point in time, Joe, as he's been hitting the throat repeatedly, and plus the blatant choking now with the pressure of the elbow on the neck, Dylan.
We've seen Tony Givens use those elbows to put quite a few men away. I know you have, Matt, and that looks like what he's trying to do right now. He's got that elbow pressed right up against the neck of Josh Crawford, choking him out a little bit and bending his neck back. Rob Knight, what is he doing up on the side of the ring apron? Rob Knight looks like he's trying to get in the ring. We know he's not going to. Now Tony Givens just has the elbow put right into the face of Josh Crawford, and a big club right over the chest. Superstar Bill Dundee trying to get in. The referee admonishing him, and Tony Givens goes right back to those clubs right over Josh Crawford's chest.
Josh Crawford's chest is beat red at this point in time from all the shots and all the punishment he sustained. But Crawford right there was able to reverse it. Monkey flip, possibly. Givens made the tag right there, and here they come to break it up as big Chris Richards now stepping right on the throat of Josh Crawford as they are focusing their attack on the head and chest area of Josh Crawford, as big Chris Richards now brings his man back up to a vertical base and caught him with a hard karate thrust right there to the throat area. Dropped Crawford right back in the corner once again as Richards now scoops his man up. Big, powerful full body slam. And Givens in with all his weight on Crawford. This could do it, and a 2 count only as Crawford still got some fight, still got some fire left in him, but it's how much is the question as he is in no man's land, Matt Rhodes.
I think Bill Dundee's getting a little impatient here, and he may end up moving this referee out of the way, but there's not much he can do at this point. Look here, Ricky Harrison, what a left hand. Crawford down, and Crawford has been beaten like an old work mule here in the past 3 to 4 minutes. The Illuminati plus Ricky Harrison in control of this match. Tony Givens now the legal man. Irish whip double team here. Goes to the big double clothesline. Down Crawford goes, and it's a melee now. Here it goes, and it's a fight. And Jake Booth has just lost control of things.
We all expected it. We all knew this was going to happen. Bo James just decked Chris Richards. Bill Dundee with a right hand right to the face of Ricky Harrison. It's all broke down into the lights out brawl we knew it would. And Joe Wheeler, you can't expect nothing less.
Oh, absolutely. It's broken down. It's a war as Bo James and Chris Richards are hooking it up out here on the floor. Josh Crawford, he just rolled up Ricky Harrison. We've got a pin, and there's a 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
What a tremendous six-man matchup. And your winners of it are the superstar Bill Dundee, Josh Crawford, and Bo James. But what a war it was.
Crawford had Ricky Harrison in the corner with the assist from Bill Dundee. The big sunset flip from the top rope put it away. And there you see the winners of this match. And what a way to end it. It was a finisher from right out of nowhere. But the win, nonetheless, the Illuminati looked stunned. Ricky Harrison, I don't know if I'd want to be Ricky Harrison right about now.
You know, we heard recently on TV, we heard Tony Givens say he was going to make a name off of Bill Dundee, and Josh Crawford said he was going to make his name even bigger after tonight, and he's did just that. But look at what's happening in the ring right now. That's a different story. Joe Wheeler, Ricky Harrison in a bad place.
He is in a bad place, but I tell you what, sometimes you get what you deserve depending on who you run with. And we got a whole lot of problems here amongst the Illuminati as they're trying to team it up and blame it all on Harrison. I mean, yeah, he got pinned, but he was in a fight just like the rest of them were. It's awful easy to point a finger of blame.
Harrison was double teamed. Bo's coming back into the ring. Now what's going on here? Rob Knott sliding out of the ring like the yellow-bellied coward he is. Watch out! Bo James with the right hand. Ricky Harrison fighting Chris Richards. Joe Wheeler. My goodness.
Well, he'll only take so much abuse, apparently, and he took enough abuse off of them. He'd had it. Man, what a strange turn of events here, Dylan.
Bo James stopping the Illuminati from cheap-shotting Ricky Harrison. I don't even know what's going on. Bo James coming to Ricky Harrison's rescue here. Bo James got a mean look on his face right now, Matt Rhodes.
Wow, I cannot believe this is how this thing has ended here. It was a fight in the end, but my goodness, it's Illuminati just backpedaling away right now. This thing is over, and then you see the victors in the ring plus Ricky Harrison, the man that got pinned. My goodness, what a turn of events.
It's awful easy to point a finger of blame.
Harrison was double teamed. Bo's coming back into the ring. Now what's going on here? Rob Knott sliding out of the ring like the yellow-bellied coward he is. Watch out! Bo James with the right hand. Ricky Harrison fighting Chris Richards. Joe Wheeler. My goodness.
Well, he'll only take so much abuse, apparently, and he took enough abuse off of them. He'd had it. Man, what a strange turn of events here, Dylan. Action and excitement as always with Southern States Wrestling. On June the 16th, Demolition Axe will be challenging Frank the Tank Parker for the SSW Heavyweight Championship. Tickets go on sale this Friday at kingofkingsport.com. You can get your tickets right there, order them right through PayPal, and you will be all set for June the 16th for the Demolition Axe plus the big 8-team tournament to crown the new Southern States Wrestling Tag Team Championship. In next week's episode, we're going to take a look at another couple of other tag teams that are involved in this tournament. Plus, fans, it's July the 15th. We'll have the huge WrestleFest with Hands of Stone, Ron Garvin, former NWA heavyweight champion. He'll be coming in to Kingsport, Tennessee for that huge event in July. That's all for now, fans. Be sure to join us next time for more Southern States Wrestling.